Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu ala nabiyyil kareem. Wassalatu wassalamu ala khatamin nabiyyin. Honorable Ambassador of India, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, respected Madam Salma Khan, honorable dignitaries of Indian Embassy, community leaders, my dear fellow countrymen and women, good evening, Assalamu alaikum and Sadar Pranam. आप सब अपनी कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लीजिए। चमन में चहचहाट है, देशवासी लौट आए हैं। चमन की डाली डाली मौज का पैगाम देती है। This is Taqiyuddin, your host for the evening. It is a matter of great pride and honor for me to welcome you all in this serene atmosphere of Crowne Plaza Hotel. I have no hesitation to say that this corner represents a micro-India. We have here countrymen representing various states, different religions and sects. People have gathered here not just from Riyadh, but from places as far as Buraida, Hafal Batin, Jubail and Dammam. They have come here with a lot of warmth in this Riyadh weather to express their sincerity, exhibit their love and our respect to the crowning glory of Indians in Kingdom, and I mean to say the newly appointed Ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. आप सब हजरात का शुभ स्वागत, खुश आमदीद और हार्दिक अभिनंदन है। To begin the proceedings, I would now like to invite some of the community leaders on the stage. These are not set in any order. I would now request Mr. Santosh Shetty, representing the state of Karnataka, to come on the stage, please. Mr. Santosh Shetty. From the palaces of Rajasthan onto the stage at Riyadh Palace, I now request the eminent social worker, Mr. Ghulam Khan, to come onto the stage, please. I now request the Sultan from the land of Nizams, Mr. Sultan Nazruddin, President of Osmania University Alumni Association Riyadh, to adorn the stage, please. पूर्वी भारत के प्राण गौतम बुद्ध की नगरी का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए बिहार फाउंडेशन के अध्यक्ष जनाब नियाज अहमद साहब से विनती है कि वो मंच पर उपस्थित हो। The next dignitary to adorn the stage is representing the Scientific Temper of Indians in Riyadh, Dr. Misbah Arifin, President Association of Indian Researchers and Writers, Dr. Misbah Arifin. May I now request the President of Aligarh Muslim University Old Boys Association, Amuba Riyadh, Janab Abrar Hussain, to come on the stage, please. Tabal Nunkalai, Sankatin Talaiwar, Kiru Akamatu Imthias Machum, Palveru Tamil Sankanali, Kiritanitu, Wapat Putam, Gudai, Amai Pinai, Nalipure Nataiku, Baragankaran, Mr. Ahmad Imthias, President of Tamil Sankanali. I would now request a friend of mine to enlighten this stage by meaning enlightened. His name is Deepak. May I please request Mr. Deepak Satish Samanwaya, President, to adorn this stage, please. Mr. Deepak. I don't know where he is spreading his light. अब हमारे बुजुर्ग रियाद के मुख्य हिंदुस्तानियों में बहुत ही सीनियर, रियाद की बेशुमार एसोसिएशंस के संस्थापक, इंडियन नेशनल फोरम व पूर्वांचल वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन के कायम सदर जनाब अब्दुल अहद सिद्दीकी साहब से अदबन गुजारिश है कि वो स्टेशन पर तशरीफ लाए। A social worker without boundaries, and Pravasi Bharati awardee, Mr. Chihab Kutukar, is kindly requested to come on the stage, please. सींचा है हमने इसे खूने जिगर से, सींचा है हमने इसे खूने जिगर से, तब जाके कहीं इस रंग का मैखाना बना है. This couplet is dedicated to the architect of this evening and convener of steering committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mohammad Zainab Khan onto the stage, please. Mr. Zainab Khan. इज्जत माफ सफीर हिंद जनाब सुहेल एजाज खान साहब की खिदमत में अर्ज करता हूँ, तेरी आमद से हर शय चमकदार लगे हैं, तेरी आमद से हर शय चमकदार लगे हैं, ये बज़्म ये महफिल गुले गुलजार लगे हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan onto the stage. Thank you all. दोस्तों, ये हमारा ऐन यकीन और ईमान है कि हर काम का आगाज़ कलाम रब्बानी से हो. मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूँ कि बहुत सी रियात की मुतहरिक शख्सियत जनाब शम्स साहब से कि वो तलावत कलाम से बात से इस महफिल का रस्मन आगाज़ करें. जनाब शम्स साहब.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू. औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. वल अस्र इन्नल इंसाना लफ़ी खुस्र इल्ला अल्लज़ीना आमनू व अमिलुस सालिहाति व तवासौ बिल हक़्क़ि व तवासौ बिस सब्र. सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम.
सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जनाब शम्स साहब. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes in June 2019, we had gathered to bid farewell to our then Deputy Chief of Mission, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. Each one of us have then wished, hoped and prayed that Suhel sir will return back as ambassador to the kingdom. As the famous dialogue from Hindi movie goes, किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो सारी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. How true it is. For 1 year this position was left vacant, but today we witness the answer to our prayers. We realize that the hopes are fulfilled and wishes have come true. We have gathered here once again to welcome His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan as the Ambassador of India to Kingdom. Let us applaud ourselves for our belief that we will come back. Moving ahead, flowers have a unique place in our life. They make our day brighter, they add color and bring joy. We express our feelings of love and support and give a message to our chief guest that spring is near. May I now request the convener, Mr. Mohammad Zainab Khan, to present a bouquet to His Excellency on behalf of the community. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here to welcome our ambassador, so please be gracious in putting your hands together. अब मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूँ मोहतरमा ज़ैनब खान साहबा से कि वो मोहतरमा सलमा खान साहबा को तमाम हाज़रीन की जानिब से गुलदस्ता पेश करें. जनाब मिसेस ज़ैनब खान प्लीज. Unfortunately today we are missing a person who has helped the fort of Indians and the Indian embassy with his grit and determination for last 1 year in the absence of a regular ambassador. That is, I mean to say, charge DFA Mr. N. Prasad. However, we are fortunate enough that he is represented by his better half here. May I please request Mrs. Sunita to present a bouquet to Mrs. Imran Prasad. Thank you to all. Ladies and gentlemen, to organize a function of this magnitude is not an easy thing, and it cannot happen overnight. It requires weeks of planning, days of execution, and a bird's eye for detail. We are fortunate enough that we have a galaxy of community leaders, but on top of them, we have a very highly motivated, dedicated gentleman who has an eagerness to take on the task to completion. Believe me, this is not an easy task to lead a group of about 3 dozen people with diverse views and who themselves are great leaders in the community. This gentleman moves out of comfort zone and goes into micro details to skillfully organize the function which you witnessed today. He is an engineer by profession. He is a former member of Managing Committee of IISR, former President of Amuba Riyadh, and the convener of the present steering committee. I invite Mr. Suhel Ajaz Khan to give his presidential address and welcome address as convener of the steering committee with the following couplet. वो एक अश्क जो मैं चश्म तर में रखता हूँ, वो एक अश्क जो मैं चश्म तर में रखता हूँ, ये कायनात भी मैं अपने बस में रखता हूँ. Mr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, please.
बुझे हुए चिराग फरोजा करेंगे हम, बुझे हुए चिराग फरोजा करेंगे हम, तुम आ गए हो तो जश्न चिरागा करेंगे हम. Your Excellency, Ambassador of India, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, Mrs. Salma Khan, illustrious mother of His Excellency, other embassy officials, dignitaries on the dais and across the dais, members of the steering committee, office bearers of various social and cultural organizations, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, wa rahmatullah, and good evening to everybody. It's my privilege and pleasure to extend a cheerful, hearty and warm welcome on behalf of Indian diaspora to His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. Sir, we all have gathered here to greet and show our expression of love, faith, affection for you as you are our guardian in this land. It is extremely gratifying to look around and see so many vibrant faces of ladies and gentlemen gathered to welcome an outstanding, celebrated and admired Indian Foreign Service officer posted as Ambassador of India to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sir, representative of more than 100 social, cultural and educational organizations are present today here. People have traveled all the way from Dammam, Jubail, Qasim, Asim, Khaj, Duadmi, as Mr. Taqi mentioned, to greet you and attend your reception. The presence of Indians from all walks of life and from all nooks and corners of India in such a large number is a testimony to your popularity and fitting tribute to your exemplary services to the nation and your popularity in the Indian diaspora, as you have served in your previous assignment in Saudi Arabia. His Excellency carries vast experience as diplomat. He has served Embassy of India in Cairo, Damascus, Islamabad, Vienna, Lebanon, Consulate General of India in Jeddah. He was Deputy Secretary in the West Asian North Africa Division of Ministry of External Affairs, Director in the Office of then Minister of State for External Affairs. While in Guyana, he handled political and multilateral work. He was part of the Indian delegation to International Atomic Energy and was associated with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization and the United Nations Committee on Peaceful Uses of Outer Space. As we all know, His Excellency worked in our embassy in Riyadh as Deputy Chief of Mission with the personal rank of Ambassador. Here he handled many important assignments, including Chief Liaison Officer for the India's participation in the prestigious Janardiya Festival as Guest of Honor India 2018. Sir, India and Saudi Arabia enjoy most cordial and friendly relations reflecting the country's old economic and social cultural ties. In recent years, bilateral relations have further evolved as evident from frequent visits and exchanges and the establishment of Indo-Saudi Strategic Partnership Council. Saudi Arabia is India's fourth largest trading partner. During the year 2022, bilateral trade was valued at $29.28 billion. There are around 745 Indian companies registered as joint venture or 100% owned entities with investment of approximately $2 billion in the kingdom. Saudi Arabia investment in India as March of 2022 amounted to $3.13 billion. Sir, with vast experience under your command, particularly in this part of the world, we are sure under your able stewardship, the relations between the two countries will be further enhanced and touch new heights, and new avenues of cooperation will be explored and developed. Sir, I remember that addressing the 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, Prime Minister Modi describes Indian living abroad as Rashtradoot, urging them to educate the world about India's heritage and achievements. We assure you that we will not disappoint him and you and do our best to maintain India's prestige in international fora. Sir, we assure you that we will be at your beck and call all the time in the interest of our nation and the community. I will end up with this with two couplets. आप आए तो बहारों ने लुटाई खुशबू, आप आए तो बहारों ने लुटाई खुशबू, फूल तो फूल थे कांटों से भी आई खुशबू. Thank you very much. जय हिंद.
Thank you, Mr. Convener. I think definitely His Excellency must have considered that our support when he took up his new assignment again to come back to Saudi Arabia. Your Excellency, I wish to inform you that every person in this hall is equipped with lots of love and affection that they wish to shower on you. This includes flowers, shawls, and gifts. On behalf of this august gathering, I wish to pray ये दिलकुशा बहार के महके हुए हैं फूल, ये दिलकुशा बहार के महके हुए हैं फूल, हर पंखुड़ी पे रहमत बारी का है नुज़ूल. जितने भी लोग आज इस महफिल में आए हैं, तोहफा सब अपने साथ मोहब्बत का लाए हैं. To begin with this sector, I invite Mr. Mohiuddin Salim, who is a very dedicated community leader, and he is serving as Deputy GM in Arab National Bank. He has brought a gift for His Excellency, which is a hand-woven Persian rug or a carpet. May I please request Mr. Salim Mohiuddin to come and start and begin the proceeding for this evening. Thank you, Salim sir. Can you please wait here? Because I will give the mic now to Mr. Salim. He will carry on the task of flowers felicitation to the ambassador. Mr. Salim, please.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Vanakkam. In this August gathering, I wish all the Indian community who are present here on your weekend and taking your time and to welcome our lovely ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan as our ambassador to Saudi Arabia in Riyadh. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan as our new ambassador to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sir, you might remember in the last farewell speech, I made a personal request. You were going on a mission to Lebanon as an ambassador, and we said, we want you to be back as an ambassador to Saudi Arabia, and may Allah has fulfilled our wishes, and we are very happy to see that, and we thank you very much, and we welcome you with full hearts, and the whole Indian community is very happy to see this announcement, and that is today's evening gathering is an example for that. I'll now welcome the people who will be, showering bouquet, shawl, memento, and gifts to the Excellency. First, I'd like to call Dr. Misbah Al-Arifin, President, Association of Indian Researchers and Scientists, and Dr. Muhammad Ahmed Badshah, Vice President, AIRS. Yeah. And second in line, Mr. Abdul Ahad Siddiqui and Inamullah, Purvanchal Welfare Association will present a shawl. Next, Riyadh Odisha Socio-Cultural Association team will present a bouquet. Next, we would welcome Mr. Shaheen, CEO of Lulu Group of Companies, and he will present a bouquet. Thank you. Mr. Shaheen? Lulu. Okay. Next is Sajan Latif, CEO, Noah Al-Bosta for IT, will present a bouquet. Sajan Latif. Next, Telugu Kalakshetram and Coordinator, Mr. Tirupati Swami, will present a bouquet. Next, Mr. Muhammad Ghulam Khan from Rajasthan will present a Rajasthani pagdi. Mr. Gufran Ahmed, President Jamia Millia Islamia Alumni Association, will present a bouquet after this. Next, Mr. Wasi Haider Rizvi, Indian National Forum, will present a shawl. Mr. Owais Ahmed, President of Indian Business Forum, will present a bouquet. Hindustani Basme Urdu team will present a bouquet. Mr. Wazir Haider Rizvi will present a shawl. Mr. Niyaz Ahmed, President Bihar Foundation, will present a bouquet. Telangana NRI Forum team will present a bouquet and shawl. Telangana NRI Forum. Mr. Ahmed Imthias, President of Tamil Fine Arts Group, will present a shawl. After this. Mr. Ahmed Imthias will present a traditional sandal shawl, garland, sandal garland. Mr. Satar Kayankulam from NRK Forum will present the bouquet next. Aligarh Muslim University Old Boys Association, Riyadh team will present the bouquet next. Amumbar Riyadh female wing will present the bouquet. Amumba female wing. Basme Urdu Toastmasters Club and Mir Mahmood Ali Khan, Project Director, Ministry of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, will present the bouquet. Mr. Jamal Said, community volunteer, Tamil Fine Arts Group, will present a sandal garland. Next, Mr. Talibur Rahman, former chairman, ISR and Deputy Managing Director, Al Hada Group, will present a shawl. Next, our lovely Dr. M.S. Karimuddin, Pravasi Bharati Saman Awadi and Operations Manager, Abid Clinic, will present the bouquet. Karim Saab. Mr. Muhammad Shayan, influencer, will present the portrait. Dr. Karimuddin. Next is Mr. Khalil Palode, Pravasi Welfare Riyadh, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Tajuddin Omsheri, Tanima Sankeri Kaveri, will present the bouquet. Next, Osmania University Alumni Association team will present the bouquet. Next, Dr. Anwar Khurshid, Vice President, Saudi Indian Healthcare Forum, will present the bouquet. Dr. Saab. Next, Mr. Suhel Ami, Jamiatul Falaha Organization, Karnataka, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Vetrivel, alias Kamal Hassan, President Riyadh Tamil Sangam, will present a Sandal garland. In Tamil it is called as Sandanamalai.
Saul, go. You're net.
Next, Mr. Nelson D'Souza and team,
Go upstairs.
Karavali Welfare Association, will present a bouquet and shawl.
Saul, go.
Next, we want to give a special gift to the mother of His Excellency by Srimati Sucharita from Santa, a lovely sari. Srimati Sucharita will present a sari to the mother of His Excellency, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. Next, Dr. Vanishi Santosh Shetty and Karnataka NRI Forum Riyadh will present a bouquet and shawl. Next, Mr. Aneet Krish Jungle, Director of Websign India, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Satish Kumar Deepak and Rodriguez, International Yoga Club, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Ashraf Kozi, Janta JDS, Karnataka, will present the bouquet. Next, Telangana Association Damam will present a bouquet and shawl. Next, Mr. Dawood Sheikh, Lead India Operations, Saudi Arabia, VFS Global will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Muhammad Khan, NMC Logistics and Trading Establishment will present the bouquet. Mr. Dawood, please, from AFS. Next, our own lovely Dr. Muhammad Ashraf Ali, All India United Society team will present a shawl and bouquet. Next, Dr. Kaisar Parvez, Ministry of Health will present a bouquet. Dr. Kaisar Parvez.
Yes, here.
Next, Mr. Aslam, Manager, Taz and Hamjit will present the play. Next, Engineer Muhammad Shakil from NTT and TCIL World Business Group will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Farhan Chaudhry from Arab National Bank will present the bouquet. Along with baby Aisha. Mr. Aslam. Mr. Santosh Shetty next will present a bouquet and shawl. Santosh. Next, Mr. Amanullah Irshad, Chairman, IASR, Muhammad Naziruddin and Qazi Ahmed Mohiddin will present a bouquet. They are a team from Indian International School, Riyadh. Amanullah and team. Next, Mr. MZ Nadeem and team, Indian Engineers Forum, KSA, will present a bouquet. Next, Mr. Awais Muhammad Ibrahim, Manager Sky Training and Services, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Arun Sharma, Secretary, Indian Tamil Fine Arts, will present a memento. Mr. Arun Sharma, Secretary, Indian Tamil Fine Arts, will present a memento. Next, Mr. Awais. Next, Mr. Madhavan and Mr. Arun Kumaran, Vice President, Humanitarian Convener, Riyadh Indian Association, will present a bouquet. Next, Mr. Aminuddin, General Manager, Asian Group of Companies, will present a bouquet. He is the owner of Saravana Bhavan. Next, Mr. Noor Mohammed, Regional Coordinator, Indian Welfare Forum, along with his team, Sadiq Basha, Shakir Beg, and Asif Iqbal, will present a bouquet. Next, Mr. Muhammad Nasser, Convener, Qaeda Millat Perawai, will present a bouquet. It is a shawl. Next, Mrs. Kavita Ganesh, Secretary Women Welfare, NRTIA, Riyadh chapter, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Santosh Prem Winfred, Deputy Organizer, NRTIA Riyadh chapter, will present the shawl. Then, Mr. Zahir Hussain and Muhammad Rahmatullah, Saudi Tamil Media, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Abdul Kader, Maryland Event Management Company, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Abdul Samad and Mr. Muhammad Ibrahim, Saudi Tamil community, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Abdul Sattar and Mr. Ahmed Faisal, Dammam Community Sangam, will present bouquet. He has come all the way from Dammam to felicitate Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. People who want to felicitate, please make it fast. Mr. Fareed, General Manager, Nila Group of Companies, will present the bouquet next.
Excuse me.
Next, Mr. Gaurav Mishra, Tata Communication Riyadh, will present the bouquet. Next will be the table tennis champion, Mr. Ziaur Rahman, Deccan Cultural Association, will present the bouquet. Along with him is Masood Rehan from Arab National Bank. Next is Mr. Suman Kapoor, Business Head, KSA Bahrain and Oman, PFS, will present the bouquet. Next, Muzammil Sheikh from SATA will present the bouquet. Next is Baby Fatima and Aisha from Indian National Forum will present a gift. Next, Mr. V. M. Ashraf, New Safa Makkah Polyclinic will present a shawl after baby Fatima and Aisha. Next, Mr. Rishad Khan, UPWA, will present a bouquet. Mr. Rishad Khan, UPWA. Next, Mr. Anisul Rahman, Director of Digital Entity and former President of Jamia Alumni Association, will present a bouquet. Mr. Rishad Khan, UPWA, will present a bouquet now. Next, Mr. Anisul Rahman. After this, Mr. Vasudevan Pillai and Mrs. Preeti Vasudev, Trust, Riyadh, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Shankar Natarajan from Sky Yoga will present a bouquet. Next, Dr. Narendra and Dr. Geeta, Heartfulness Team, Sahaj Mar will present a bouquet. Next, Mr. Shankar Natarajan from Sky Yoga. Next, Mrs. Madhu Elacheri and Biju Chandra Bose from Indian Cultural Forum Riyadh will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Adil Mirza and Mr. Satish Kumar, Ajaz Cyber Security, NSE IT, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Jignesh Shah, Samanjus Samanwaya, will present the bouquet. Next, Mr. Suraj Rakesh Raghavan and Sabar, Please India, will present the bouquet. Next, Sanu Payanur from Forka Riyadh will present the bouquet. Mr. Sanu Payanur. Next is Mr. Zainul Abid, MES Riyadh chapter, will present a bouquet. Last but not the least, Dr. Dilshad from Indian Education Forum will present a bouquet. That concludes the list of the bouquet and shawls. Thank you for the community. Apologies, it seems that there is another list, so more love and more felicitation. Thank you. I'll give the dice to Mrs. Maimuna to, announce the shawls and bouquets.
Honorable Ambassador Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, Madam Salma Khan, other dignitaries of Embassy of India, Riyadh, dear honorable leaders of steering committee, other eminent members of Indian community in and around the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to you all. Around 3 years ago, we all have gathered together to bid farewell to the then DCM, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, wishing him that he should come back to us as the Ambassador of India to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yes, we are here today to welcome, to felicitate, and to congratulate our own Ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. Without much ado, let me continue with the list. Mr. Shihab, General Manager, Al Madina Hypermarket, Riyadh. Let us make it fast. Followed by Dr. Shaukat Parvez, Principal, Al Yasmin International Indian School, Riyadh. Dr. Hamid from Karnataka. Dr. Hamid from Karnataka. Mr. Ashraf Bengar, National Secretary, KMCC Saudi National President. Mr. Anwar Abdul Latif, Mr. Anzar Abdul Latif, TKM College of Engineering Alumni, Chairman and MAR Project Directors presenting the bouquet. Mr. Hussain, Community Volunteer from the Wapir region, presenting a bouquet. Mr. Zakir Danet, Chief Patron, Perinthalmanna Pravasi Association, presenting a bouquet. Mr. Jamshad, okay, just hold on, just hold on. Mr. Anwar Abdul Latif and Mr. Anzar Abdul Latif, TKM College of Engineering alumni. Okay. Mr. Zakir Danet, Chief Patron, Perinthalmanna Pravasi Association. Mr. Jamshad, President, Tour Area Welfare Association. Mr. Nabil Siraj, Chairman, Triva, and Mr. Nishad Abdul Rab, Advisory Board. Mr. Sadiq and Mr. Nasir Kadunagapalli, Treasurer and Humanitarian Convener, Maitri Kadunagapalli. Mr. Alex Kottarakara, Mr. Saju Matai, President, Kottarakara Pravasi Association. Mr. Baiju, Community Volunteer, presenting a bouquet. Mr. Jerome Matthew, General Secretary, PRC Riyadh, presenting a bouquet. Mr. Razak Mukotupara, Secretary, OICC Global. Mr. Siddiq Noor and Mr. Mehboob, Community Volunteers, presenting a bouquet. Mr. UP Musa Mustafa, Mr. Ali Wainad, and Mr. Kamsu Perimpata, KMCC Central Committee, Riyadh. Mr. Suresh Palakkad, General Secretary, and Mr. Venugopal, Vice President, Indian Overseas Forum, Riyadh. Mr. Sanu Payanur, Chairman, Payanur South Division. Mr. Dominic Savio, World Malayali Federation, WMF, Saudi National Coordinator. Mr. Kabir Patambi, President. Mr. Suresh Palakkad, Charity Coordinator and Executive Members of Palakkad Jilla Pravasi Association. Mr. Chancellor Rahman, Community Volunteer from Hail.
नीचे आ जाओ थोड़े नीचे भी आ जाओ
Mr. Chancellor Rahman is here from Hail. Mr. Sudhir Kumil, he has come all the way from Hail, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause from Hail. Mr. Sudhir Kumil and Mr. Vikraman, Patron and President of Navodaya Riyadh. Mr. Johnson Marcos, President, Pravasi Malayali Federation. Mr. Suresh Shankar, President, OICC Thrissur District Committee. Mr. Mahbub Sharif, Sikandar, President, Udayam South Indian Cultural Society. Riyadh Indian Media Forum representatives. Mr. Shafiq Parai, Secretary, Riyadh Office. The media representatives, Riyadh Indian Media Forum representatives. Mr. Shafiq Parai, Secretary, Riyadh Office. Mr. Aziz Venkitat, Executive Director, Apollo Dimoro Hotel, Riyadh. Mr. Faisal Alatur and Mr. Mustafa, Community Volunteers and KMCC leaders from Al Qasim Province. Mr. Anish Abraham, HR Manager, Specialized Medical Center Hospital, Riyadh. Mr. Nasir Hanifa, Community Volunteer and Manager, Al-Masa Electricals. Mr. Akbar, Simco Company, Riyadh. Mr. Muhammad Riyaz Cholail, Mr. Usman Tekkan, Mr. Muhammad Ali Puliveti, Managing Partners, Takewood Brands. Mr. Nimatullah, Community Volunteer. Mr. Ibrahim Karim, Welfare Chairman, ICF Riyadh. Is Mr. Shaheem from Lulu Hypermarket is available here? Please come forward. Mr. Kiran and his team. Okay. Ms. Rufaida Shihabuddin. Ms. Rufaida Shihabuddin. And myself. Yeah. Last. Okay. Mr. Rufaida Shihabuddin. Daughter of Mr. Shihabuddin. And last but not the least, Mr. Shihab Portugal, Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awardee and Community Volunteer. Mr. Shihab Portugal.
Missing.
With that, we come to the end of this session. Thank you everyone for joining with us today.
Sorry man, there cannot be an end to the flowers. They blossom every year and they blossom more. May I request Engineer Nadeem Karim, for some reason he is stuck up and could not come to the function. He has deputized his son, Mr. Abdullah Nadeem Karim, he has sent a bouquet. May I please request Abdullah to present the bouquet on behalf of Mr. Nadeem Karim. The next one, from the Global Jharkhand Welfare Association, may I now request Dr. and Mrs. Tanveer Ala. Jharkhand Welfare Association. The next one is an entrepreneur and director of Success International Schools. Okay, sir, I think that completes it. On behalf of all these flowers, I can only say, फूलों की हर खिली खुशबू दे आपको, सूरज की हर किरण रोशनी दे आपको, हम तो कुछ देने के काबिल नहीं, देने वाला हर खुशी दे आपको. Thank you, Mr. Salim and Mrs. Maimuna. Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, after expressing our feelings with flowers, now we also need to express our feelings with words. However, before I proceed to this chapter, I would like to emphasize a few points. We have to understand that the main purpose here is to listen to our ambassador. We need to hear from him his aims, objectives, and his vision for the community here. He is already well acquainted with the problems of the community and the short-term, medium-term, and long-term necessities. Hence, I request cooperation from all the speakers in the following aspects. Each speaker is requested to strictly adhere to an agreed time of 3 minutes. As moderator, I will be keeping the time, and please do not feel offended if I stop in between. Those 3 speakers who finish their speeches in the shortest time are eligible for a surprise gift. For those who want to speak for more than 3 minutes, we are going to organize another function shortly, and they can speak as much as they want in that function. I thank you all in advance for your cooperation. Our first speaker today is a community person who is the most prominent face in the community, of course, next to the ambassador. He works tirelessly and does not confine himself to a single region or community. He is available for every individual. Most importantly, he does not accept anything in return. He truly deserves the Pravasi Bharati Award, which was conferred on him. Please welcome Mr. Shah Kutukur.
And our Indian community leaders and the leaders sitting in the chair to order by giving the flowers. The flowers, it tells the story of the happiness and the joy in their heart. To express by reception, by welcoming our ambassador. Suppose we are here 10,000 people, all of them like to give a flower to our ambassador. Actually, that's the coin of love and affection between the community and embassy and our ambassador. That's the meaning. That's why all the dignitaries here and the community leaders, business people, and the people, the community volunteers from remote areas also came and present the bouquet. Sir, during our, we are very happy, and we are very lucky by having Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, our ambassador. When he was as DCM here, at that time, India and Saudi Arabia relations were very strongly established. During his Dr. Suhel sir time that there is a visit to India, the Honorable Crowne Prince visited India. At that time, the Saudi delegates offered 100 billion investment in India. This is a diplomatical tactics between India and Saudi Arabia, and the brain, actually, Dr. Suhel sir, even their ambassador and our full team there, it's a blessing, And also, there is, secondly, the minister, our Indian Prime Minister also visited Riyadh. At that time also, there is a strategical agreement was signed. Special council was formed for the strengthening India-Saudi relationship.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
No problem.
So, during the Janadiriya festival, that Janadiriya festival, at that time, Dr. Suhel sir was the license for, chairman for the India-Saudi. India was the border of the guest of honor at the time. At that time, thousands of Arabs came and visited Indian pavilion. Even the Saudi king, our Indian foreign minister, many delegates visited our Indian pavilion, see the beauty of India, and Sir Suhel sir was behind the curtain, and he very hardly, very sincerely worked to prove and produce India's culture and business and cuisine, everything in that pavilion. So, and community also, Indian community also very happy. Indian community volunteers also very happy by having our Suhel sir as our honorable ambassador. We extending heartily our sincere wishes, good health and everything, and also supporting all the way from our heartly side, our physical side, because the community is the icon of our India's image. We are strengthening our bilateral relationship between India and Saudi Arabia through all of you. So you are also a part of India-Saudi bilateral relationship, and so we wish our honorable ambassador our support and more health and beauty also, and also we welcoming Madam Ambassador also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shabai. This is much better from your standard. I would like to, I missed one point. Each minute is of 60 seconds. Okay. May I now request a senior community member, former member of ISR, Mr. Imthias, President Tamil Fine Arts Sangam, which is an umbrella organization of Tamil groups, to express his views. Mr. Imthias.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, the Ambassador India to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the embassy officials, the community members, ladies and gentlemen, may the peace and blessing of the Almighty be upon all of us. Vanakkam and very good evening to all. His Excellency, on behalf of the Tamil community residing in Saudi Arabia, I welcome you through the language praised by our Honorable Prime Minister on many occasions that Tamil language is the oldest language in the world. The country has such a big asset, it's a matter of pride. Thiruvalluvar states in Thirukural, Karuviyum, Kalamum, Seihayum, Seyyum, Aruvinayum, Mandadu, Amaichu. This means the leader is the one who can make an excellent choice of means, time, manners of execution, and difficult undertaking. And we are happy to have such a defined leader like you with us. I also would like to thank and congratulate the Community Welfare Section, which has taken various initiatives to serve the community, which includes uniting community volunteers across the kingdom through a WhatsApp group and other channels. It has brought better access to the affected people to reach out to the embassy through the community volunteers. On behalf of the community, we have few obligations and we request His Excellency to consider those requests. In recent days, it's been difficult to obtain coffin boxes while sending the mortal remains to our home country. Many mortals are lying even after the clearance of the mortal shortage of the coffin boxes. We all know that the Tamil community has been one of the large communities here, and Chennai has been one of the major cities in India. However, there have been no direct flights to Chennai from Kingdom for a long time, which is a major request from the community. We earnestly request the embassy to discuss with the authorities to resume the flights. We also urge His Excellency to take positive steps to bring more Indian universities and colleges to the kingdom, which will help more Indian children to continue their education in the kingdom without being separated from their families. We also request you to conduct open houses at the embassy to bring more labor issues to discuss and resolve. We strongly believe that His Excellency will consider the above points and make the necessary steps. We wish His Excellency the Ambassador all the best for his successful tenure here and assure you of our support in all possible manners. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Imthias. That was 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay. May I now humbly request the President of Bihar Foundation, and a very active community person, and above all a great human being, to express his sentiments today. Mr. Niyaz Ahmed of Bihar Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bhai. Your Excellency, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, sir, the dignitaries on the dais, up to the dais, a very warm good evening to all of you. कभी कभी जो सेंटेंसेस होते हैं, जो आपके अल्फाज होते हैं, वो बहुत कम पड़ जाते हैं इस तरह की शख्सियत को बयान करने के लिए। तो मैं अननेसेसरी आपका टाइम नहीं ज़ाया करूँगा इस बात को ये बताने के लिए कि उन्होंने क्या क्या नहीं किया, क्योंकि वो सारी चीज़ें जो कि हम सोच सकते हैं, जिसका हम तसव्वुर कर सकते हैं, वो तमाम चीज़ें डॉक्टर सुहेल अजाज खान साहब ने हमारे जो पिछले जो है टेन्योर के अंदर में, बी फ्रॉम द एंटरटेनमेंट टिल काइंड ऑफ लाइक इतने सारे चैलेंजेस को ओवरकम करने के लिए मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है, और मैं दुआ करता हूँ बिहार फाउंडेशन और तमाम जितने भी बिहार के लोग जो यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, उन तमाम लोगों के जानिब से मैं दुआ करता हूँ कि अल्लाह ताला उनको इनके टेन्योर को हमारे लिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फ़ायदेमंद बनाए, ज़्यादा मुफीद बनाए। और बिहार के जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, वो तमाम सर आपको फुल कॉपरेशन जो एक्सटेंड कर रहे हैं, और बस इन्हीं के साथ मैं अपनी बात कर सकता हूँ।
Thank you, Niyaz bhai. Thank you very much. The next speaker, 1 year back, surprised everyone at the farewell of Dr. Awsaf Saeed with a speech in chaste Hindi. He is a tireless social worker. He works silently and his name lightens up any community program. Today I am going to give him a surprise as I promised that time. Devatinte Swantham Natil Ninnu Samskarika Sangada Nayudu Prasidandu Samanvayana Jan Shri Deepak Satishanna Adehatinte Abhiprayam Dr. Diptikan Sharifkullu. Please, those who don't understand, from God's own land is President of Cultural Organization Samanvaya. I invite Mr. Deepak Satish to express his views. Thank you.
Most respected His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, Honorable Ambassador, and the convener of Steering Committee, Mr. Suhel Ajaz, and all the distinguished officers of Indian Embassy, and the great mother, Mrs. Salma Khan, my dear sisters and brothers. As we all know, our country is emerging as in the world scenario as a global leader. We are pro-planet people actually. We have a very ambitious and action-oriented agenda to move forward. A decisive agenda for global good. A well-defined mindset to benefit the entire humanity. The G20 official theme is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. There is one earth, one family and one future. We have a long, pluralistic and harmonious society who had debated issues openly before we arrive at a decision. This is deeply engraved in our DNA. We have never been insecure with the diversity. I would like to recall a famous hymn from the ancient Sanskrit text. It says like this: Marge Marge Nirmalam Brahma Vrindam, Vrinde Vrinde Tattva Chindaruvadam, Vade Vade Jayade Tattvavodam, Bodhe Bodhe Phasade Chandrachudam. This was our approach, and this is our approach, and this will be our approach actually. The prestigious G20 presidency remained as a lot. It's a big responsibility as well. We, the Indian diaspora, stand united as a team to support Government of India, Embassy of India, and Honorable Ambassador to take forward the Indian mission by all means. And sir, we wish you all success in your endeavors, and we'll be with you always, and with the embassy and the entire community. We would like to be the extended arm of our Honorable Ambassador, our embassy, and the entire team. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We wish you all the success, and we will be always with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sadar Namaskar. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind.
Vallavinandi, Mr. Satish. Now I request a very senior community member, research scientist, President of Association of Indian Researchers and Scientists, Dr. Misbah Arifin, to address this gathering. Dr. Misbah Arifin.
महफिल है जल्दाबाद, फिजाओं में नूर है, चेहरे हैं ताक, तबक नाक, दिलों में सुरूर है. Respected His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, the Ambassador of India to the Kingdom, Mrs. Salma Khan, Embassy officials present, members of the All India Steering Committee on the dais, media persons, office bearer of various organizations, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, a very good evening to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan on behalf of Association of Indian Researchers and myself. I welcome you, sir. So we are delighted to have you amongst us once again. सर मैंने आपके लिए एक शेर लिखा है और जो आपकी शख्सियत से मुतासर होकर मैं चाहूँगा आपको शायद पसंद आए तो मैंने सीखा है समंदर से जीने का सलीका, मैंने सीखा है समंदर से जीने का सलीका, चुपचाप से बहना और अपनी मौज में रहना। Dear friends, मत सहल इन्हें जानो, फिरता है फलक बरसों, तब खाक के पर्दे से इंसान निकलते हैं। Sir, I will not present my introduction of heirs by association because as Your Excellency yourself had patronized our association during your previous tenure in Riyadh and graced one of our functions as chief guest organized in this airport. Sir, we the Indian cultural organizations have been working shoulder to shoulder with the embassy in the past for various welfare activities and had to minimize the grievances of our fellow Indians during many crisis periods. Being connected with the community at root level, we may act as a liaison between the embassy and community members. On behalf of heirs, I assure you for full cooperation and offer our services for community, social, educational and welfare work. You will find us always standing beside you for this daunting task for the welfare of such a large community. We also seek your patronage in our endeavor to organize social, cultural and educational programs of the betterment for the betterment of the Indian society. On behalf of heirs and on my own behalf, I wish you a very pleasant stay in Saudi Arabia and very successful tenure as the ambassador. Sir, मैं अपनी बात इस शेर के साथ खत्म कर देना चाहूँगा कि जिन्हें कितने सूरज जाने कितने सूरजों का फैज़ हासिल है इसे इस मुकम्मल रोशनी से जो मिला रोशन हुआ। Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Rabai, on the dot. The next speaker is the head of an association which His Excellency graced the first time when he was here last time. That was his first public function. I mean to say, he is a multi-talented person. He has been active at many fronts, serving in the managing committees of IISJ and ISR. But for us more important is that he is the president of Usmania University Alumni Association of Riyadh. Please welcome Mr. Sultan Mazruddin to express his views. 3 minutes or 60 seconds, please.
I want to give.
I will start now.
She was an educationist at Kendriya Vidyalayas in several cities. She has been the principal also of all the schools and has nurtured very talent, and one of the talent which she has nurtured is here on the stage. I am talking about Mrs. Salma Khan, and the talent she has nurtured is our own beloved His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. I want that gift, Taqima, please time it. मैं सिर्फ 3 बातें बताऊंगा. We have talked about the association of Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan with Usmania University Alumni Association. I am particularly proud to say that when we conducted a blood donation camp in 2019 on the occasion of Republic Day, as DCM, Dr. Suhel not only came and encouraged us and inaugurated the blood donation camp, but he surprised and shocked the team of doctors, Saudi doctors there, when he donated the blood. There was nothing shocking or surprising about that, but what was surprising was his blood group is a very rare blood group. And the doctors were so happy that we don't usually have this in our blood banks. Now, thanks to the DCM, thanks to you, we'll be having some blood in our listening. So, there you are. इस पे मैं मगर बिला शुबा कह सकता हूँ कि डॉक्टर सुहेल एजाज खान एज DCM एज ऑफिसर उन्होंने खून पसीना और डेडिकेशन कम्युनिटी के लिए दिया है. मेरा दूसरा पॉइंट है, आई गो बैक long time to 2006 when His Excellency was the Consul Hajj in Jeddah, Consulate General of Jeddah, and उनके dynamism, उनका जो zest था, जो power था as Hajj Consul, we got the ISO 2000 certification that year. Not many people realize that, they don't know about this thing, but this is what he has done quietly. And my last point is, शायद आप लोग नहीं बताएंगे उस बारे में बात नहीं करेंगे, but His Excellency as patron of the international Indian schools in Saudi Arabia, we have 10 international schools. He is the patron of more than 40,000 students in the kingdom. So that is a very important, a thankless responsibility which His Excellency has. Sir, we extend our cooperation on behalf of the community for you to take the schools to the next level. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much and welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sultan Bhai. It's nice to be optimistic, but we have crossed 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Our next speaker is a strong social activist. He is having his presence in all the regions of the kingdom. He is well recognized for his volunteer work during the Hajj period, but more importantly, he is recognized for his role in assisting people in times of illness or death. Please applaud and welcome President of Telangana NRI Forum, Mr. Abdul Jabbar, to address the gathering. Mr. Abdul Jabbar.
Respected His Excellency, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, Ambassador of India to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ms. Salma Khan, and steering committee members and embassy officials on the dais, and presidents and the various social cultural organizations and community leaders. Very good evening to all of you. I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan and Suhel Ajaz Khan, Indian Ambassador of Saudi Arabia, to grace his historical community gathering with your presence. Indeed, an honor to stand here to express a few words of His Excellency to and welcome you to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a new ambassador. His Excellency needs no introduction, as he already very popular and famous among the Indian community in Saudi Arabia. He is one of the few diplomats who are actively involved and in the major activities for the welfare and Indian community, and always busy to serve the Indians. He played an important role in enhancing image of India in Saudi Arabia, whether in the problems of distress, Indian or blue-collar employees, and trade and business between India and Saudi Arabia, and developing the yoga and Indian participation in Janatria. Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan has played important role all in front Indian community in Saudi Arabia. He is thankful to you the remarkable role in the leadership in various fields. Now, as a new ambassador of India to Saudi Arabia with an Indian community, hope and wish that Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan will again play a very important role to take to Indo-Saudi relationship with a new heights in all the fields. As our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji gives a lot of importance to maintaining the good relationship with in all the Gulf countries with important community hopes, and wish all His Excellency to the Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan will play an important role regarding his experience and very beneficial to all the country. I am very thankful very much, and Jai Hind and Jai Telangana. Thank you.
Thank you, Jabbar Anna. A new chip in the block. Next speaker is a young person with an experienced head. He has been actively associated with social and charitable work since long time. But now, the AMU fraternity in Riyadh has chosen and then elected him to lead the Aligarh Muslim University Old Boys Association in Riyadh. I would now request Mr. Abrar Hussain, President of Amoba Riyadh, to address this gathering.
मेहमान ख़ुसूसी जनाब सफ़ीर हिंद जनाब डॉक्टर सुहेल एजाज खान साहब, स्टेयरिंग कमेटी के चेयरमैन जनाब जैगम खान साहब और दीगर तंजीमों के अहदेदारान जो स्टेज पे बैठे हैं, और यहाँ पे मौजूद एम्बेसी के दूसरे अहदेदारान और दूसरे तंजीमों के नुमाइंदे, आप सबको गुड इवनिंग, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मणिक वड़क्कम एंड नमस्कार। मैं बहुत ज़्यादा वक्त आपका नहीं लूँगा। जब हमारा एम्बेसी काफ़ी दिनों से बिना एम्बेसडर के था और हम लोग हमेशा सोचते थे कि यार पता नहीं कब एम्बेसडर साहब आएंगे, कौन होंगे, क्या होंगे। हमेशा एक वो था टेंशन की पता नहीं कैसा बंदा होगा, कब आएगा, क्या आएगा। लेकिन मुझे लगा कि देर हुई, लेकिन जो हुआ बेहतर हुआ। हम लोग काफ़ी दिनों से दुआ भी कर रहे थे कि अगर डॉक्टर सुहेल एजाज साहब अगर आते हैं तो हम लोगों के लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा, इसलिए हमने उनके साथ काम किया है और हम उनको जानते हैं। तो सुहेल साहब बहुत बहुत आपका खैर मकदम रियाद में। मैं एक शेर कहना चाहूँगा, सहने चमन को अपनी बहारों पे नाज था, वो आ गए तो सारे बहारों पे छा गए। मैं अमूबा रियाद अलुमनाई एसोसिएशन, अमूबा रियाद ओल्ड बॉयज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की तरफ से सिर्फ आपको ये कहना चाहूँगा कि हम सदियों से हमारी तंजीम के लोग आपके एम्बेसी के साथ काम करते आए हैं और दिगर मामलात में कम्युनिटी वेलफेयर या कल्चरल मामलात थे। हमने कई बार मुशायरे का और कवालियों का भी वो किया, अरेंजमेंट किया और साथ में जब भी सऊदी उजर वगैरह इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स आई थी तो भी हमने शाना बशाना एम्बेसी के साथ खड़े रहे। और इसी तरह का कमिटमेंट आपको हमारा है और हमारी कम्युनिटी का कि हम आपके साथ शाना बशाना खड़े रहेंगे। जहां आपको हमारी ज़रूरत हो एक बार आवाज़ दीजिए और इंशाल्लाह आप हमें अपने साथ पाएंगे। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
Thank you, Mr. Abrar. Our next speaker is an eminent personality. He is a Toastmaster par excellence. To his credit is the setting up of the first Toastmasters Club in Urdu language in Saudi Arabia. He is former president of Usmania University Alumni Association. May I now invite Engineer Muhammad Mubin to welcome the ambassador with his views. Engineer Muhammad Mubin, please.
Your Excellency डॉक्टर सुहेल एजाज खान साहब और एम्बेसडर साहब के वालिदा मोहतरमा सलमा खान साहिबा और दिगर जो स्टेज पे बैठे हुए हजरात और ऑफ द डे जो भी है, गुड इवनिंग, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। I will not take much time. I will just say that as उर्दू कम्युनिटी हम लोग चुनाचे मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन उर्दू टोस्टमास्टर्स की तरफ से किया गया है, तो हम लोग उर्दू के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और उर्दू की तरक्की के लिए जो भी हो सकता है हम लोग हमारा जो हिस्से का जो चिराग है हम जला रहे हैं और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि एम्बेसी का ताउन रहेगा। रिसेंटली हमने एम्बेसी के ताउन से एक मुशायरा और एक पोस्ट सेशन हमने अमृत महोत्सव के तहत मनाया था, जिसमें एम्बेसी का हमारे साथ पूरा ताउन रहा और उम्मीद करते हैं कि न सिर्फ उर्दू बल्कि जो है ना समाजी खिदमत और सोशल वर्क में हम आपके साथ शाना बशाना रहेंगे। जब भी हमारी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी आप एक आवाज़ दें, हम आएंगे, हम आपके साथ हमेशा साथ में रहेंगे। और इस मौके के मुनासिबत से मैं आपका खैर मकदम करता हूँ, इस्तकबाल करता हूँ कि आपका जो टेन्योर रहेगा वो काफ़ी यादगार रहेगा। और जैसा कि आप पहली मरतबा आए थे इसी होटल में हम उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से आपका एक रिसेप्शन किए थे, उसके बाद आप अभी हमारे सदर कह रहे थे उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी के कि जो है ना आप अपना खून भी दिया है यहाँ पर, तो ये हम आगे हम नहीं ये नहीं खून नहीं चाहेंगे बल्कि जो है ना आपकी नेक तमन्नाएं चाहेंगे और आपके विशेष चाहेंगे ताकि हम कुछ अच्छा काम कर सके और हम हमारे देश का और आपका नाम और सारे हिंदुस्तानियों का जो यहाँ पे मुखिम है उनका नाम ऊंचा कर सके। फिर एक बार आपका शुक्रिया, वेलकम सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू मुबीन भाई। उस खून का हिसाब अब आप हमसे ले सकते हैं सर। मुबीन भाई से ले सकते हैं, आप जितना चाहे अपना। Coming from the first IT capital of India, the land of gardens, and representing the welfare of Kannadigas in Riyadh. Usually I see him in very vibrant colored jackets, but I don't know, today he's not so vibrant. But his personality is still vibrant. President of Karawali Welfare Association, I request Mr. Santosh Shetty to share his remarks on this dais. Thank you.
Thank you, Divine. His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, Mother Sarmaji, respected diplomats, distinguished leaders on the dais and off the dais, and dear guests, a warm welcome to you all. It's a great honor to be a part of this grand celebration. Sir, when we heard the news of your appointment, we are all overjoyed as one of our family members got appointed. Jawaharlal Nehru quoted, "A leader or a man of action in a crisis almost always acts subconsciously and then thinks of the reason for his action." Our new ambassador is a leader and a man of action, and he is representing India during a time of great opportunity and challenge. Our ambassador comes to us with a wealth of experience and knowledge. I am sure under his able and visionary leadership, India and Saudi Arabia's partnership will grow stronger and will reach new heights. His Excellency, on behalf of Karnataka community, I assure you of our full-hearted support and indomitable cooperation, sir. Friends, on the eve of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and when India is presiding a G20 with a motto, "One Earth, One Family, One Future," let us pledge to work together and achieve our shared goals and to build a strong India which propagate and follow Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Let us raise a toast to our new ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan, to wish him all the best, great success and happiness in his role as an ambassador. May his journey be filled with wisdom, compassion and inspiration. His Excellency, heartily congratulations and welcome to Saudi Arabia. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Santosh Sharma. The next speaker is another young, upcoming dynamic leader, community leader, who has been rendering immense services, especially to the lesser privileged class. He is a good orator, a great command over Urdu language, and he is the president of Jamiyat al-Falah, Old Boys Association, Riyadh, as well as president of Purvanchal Welfare Association. Apart from this, he is also associated with Amuba Riyadh and also with Jamia Millia Islamia. May I please welcome Dr. Inamullah Azmi Sahab to convey his feelings. Dr. Inamullah Azmi Sahab.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. Amma ba'd. Izzat Maab Safir Hind, वालिदा सफ़ीर हिंद, स्टीयरिंग कमेटी के मुअज़्ज़ज़ मेंबरान, मर्द व ख़वातीन, ये बड़ी खुशी और मसरत की बात है कि हम आज ऐसे मौके पर सफ़ीर हिंद का इस्तक़बाल कर रहे हैं जबकि तकरीबन 100 से ज़ायद अफराद ने आपकी खिदमत में गुलदस्ते पेश किए। हमारे मुअज़्ज़ज़ अराकीन ने आपकी बहुत सारी चीज़ों का जिक्र किया। एक चीज़ जिसका जिक्र करके मैं अपनी बात खत्म करूंगा कि एक कामयाब इंसान वो है जो समाज के सबसे निचले तबके तक अपनी बात को पहुंचाए और उनकी मदद के लिए हर वक्त खड़ा रहे। मेरा ताल्लुक पूर्वांचल से है जहाँ के ज़्यादातर अफराद मेहनतकुश हैं। मुझे वो वाक़या आपके देखने के बाद बार बार याद आता है जब आज से 4 साल पहले हमारे यहाँ के 3 लोगों का बहिमाना कत्ल हो गया था और उसके लिए हम सफारत खाने का जब चक्कर लगाते थे तो आपने जुमला कहा था कि ये आपके लिए 24 घंटे हम खड़े हैं। और मुझे याद है कि रात को 11 बजे आपने एक लेटर वज़ारतुल खाजिया को लिखा था कि हमारे आदमी कहाँ हैं और हर वक्त आप हमारी मदद के लिए तैयार थे। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वो केस अपने आखिरी मरहले में है। ये होता है एक कम्युनिटी की खिदमत करना और एक उसके लिए खड़े रहना। ये बात भी आई कि आपके ही नायब सफ़ीर हिंद रहते हुए सऊदी अरब और मुल्क के अजीज हिंदुस्तान के ताल्लुकात خاص طور سے معاشی طور پر اپنی بلندیوں پر پہنچے. ایسے ایگریمنٹ ہوئے جو آج ہندوستان کو فائدہ پہنچا رہے ہیں. دوسری چیز, ہمارے سامنے آپ کی والدہ محترمہ بیٹھی ہوئی ہیں, ان کو دیکھ کے مجھے منور رانا کا وہ شعر یاد آ گیا کہ کسی کو گھر ملا حصے میں, کسی کو گھر ملا حصے میں یا کوئی دکان آئی, میں گھر میں سب سے چھوٹا تھا, میرے حصے میں ماں آئی. یہاں بیٹھی ہوئی خواتین یہ ضرور اپنے دلوں میں تمنائیں کر رہی ہوں گی کہ ہماری اولادیں بھی ایسی ہوں کہ ہم یہاں بیٹھیں اور ہماری اولاد یہاں اسٹیج پہ بیٹھے. یہ بڑی خوش قسمتی کی بات ہے, لیکن اس کے پیچھے جتنی جتن, جتنی کوشش, جتنی محنت کرنی پڑے گی, اس شعر کے ساتھ کہ برباد کر دیا مجھے پردیس نے مگر, برباد کر دیا مجھے پردیس نے مگر, ماں سب سے کہہ رہی ہے کہ بیٹا مزے میں ہے. یہ بڑی خوشی کا لمحہ ہے ہمارے لیے. میں ایک شعر عزت مآب کی خدمت میں رکھ کر اپنی بات ختم کرتا ہوں کہ چاند بھی حیران, چاند بھی حیران, دریا بھی پریشانی میں ہے, عکس کس کا ہے کہ اتنی روشنی پانی میں ہے. جزاک اللہ علیہ.
بہت بہت شکریہ جناب انعام بھائی. Continuing with the young leaders, we have a very young entrepreneur, upcoming businessman, Mr. Sajan Latif. He is the CEO of Noha Al Wasta Information Technologies Company. I would like him to come onto the stage, please. Mr. Sajan Latif.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, one and all present here. It's a great honor for me to welcome our Honorable Ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan. Needless to say, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan is a great addition to our diplomatic team in Saudi Arabia. And we are delighted to have you as our ambassador. Surely under your leadership, India and Saudi Arabia diplomatic relationship will flourish. I wish you all the best. Thank you, sir.
The gift is gone. The next speaker is last but definitely not the least. He is also a very dynamic leader. Every one of you must be knowing him. He comes from the state of Rajasthan, and I mean to say Mr. Ghulam Khan from Rajasthan, representing the Rajasthanis in Riyadh.
मंच पे विराजमान हमारी कमेटी के मेंबरान, हजारों लाखों की धड़कन के हीरो और आज के दूल्हे राजा डॉक्टर सुहेल एजाज खान साहब, भारतीय दूतावास के सम्मानित अधिकारी, मैडम और मेरे प्यारे प्यारे इंडियन कम्युनिटी और इंडियन के सभी को मेरा सलाम और नमस्कार. आपको बताता चलूं कि सुहेल साहब एक बहुत बड़े स्पोर्ट्स मैन भी हैं. मैंने इनको बड़ी करीब से इनका गेम देखा है और मैं चाहता हूं कि सर आपने पहले 3 साल के अंदर बाउंड्री मार के गए थे, अब इस पोजीशन पे आप आ गए हैं और जिम्मेदारियां भी आपकी काफ़ी है. जो उस गेम के अंदर आपने गोल्फ के अंदर मैं आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह देखा तो 6 मारे, तो मैं सोचता हूँ कि कंटिन्यू आप वो 6 यहाँ ही लगाते रहें और हमारी मदद करते रहें. शेकिन सर मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि अभी कुछ चंद महीनों के बाद में एक हमारे बहुत ही बड़े प्यारे ऑफिसर, करके तो छोटे हैं लेकिन काम बड़े बड़े वो करते हैं, सचिव सर जो हमारे सामने बैठे हुए हैं, उनका शायद अभी रिटायरमेंट नज़दीक है. आपसे मैं गुजारिश करता हूँ और पूरी इंडियन की कमेटी की तरफ से गुजारिश करता हूँ सर कि ऐसे एक ऑफिसर को यहाँ लाके जाएं. ये अगर 19 काम किए तो नया ऑफिसर आए तो 21 करके जाए ताकि हम लोग जैसों का काम हो सके. ये मेरी तरफ से नहीं, पूरी इंडियन की तरफ से है. शेखिन सर कुछ दिन पहले हमारे डेथ सेक्शन के इंचार्ज अनिल रातौरिया साहब यहाँ से गए तो हम सोचे शायद इनकी कमी हमें बहुत खिलेगी, लेकिन सर मैं धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूँ. और हमारे बीच में बैठे हुए हैं श्री पांडे साहब जी, जो फ्राइडे के दिन भी हम इनको फोन करते हैं तो ये कहते हैं कि गुलाम जी कहाँ हो, गेट के ऊपर हो या गेट के बाहर हो. मकसद अंदर तो कहाँ आने देंगे, आप तो बंद गेट के बाहर ही रहते हैं, हम तो छोटे आदमी हैं. पर नहीं आप बड़े आओ. तो मैं फिर आपको धन्यवाद कहता हूँ सर. ऑफिसर आए ऐसा आए कि कमेटी के लिए कोई ऑफिसर आए ताकि हमको कोई तकलीफ ना हो. और आपने जो पहले कमेटी के लिए जो काम किया, मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि उससे बेहतर हमारे लिए आप काम करेंगे. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय राजस्थान, हीरो की धरती राजस्थान.
अति उत्तम गुलाम खान साहब, आप 2 पॉइंट्स बोले हैं सजीव सर के बारे में. कि छोटे खत के, लेकिन आपको ये नहीं मालूम ऑल गुड थिंग्स कम इन स्मॉल पैकेजेस। फिर कह रहे हैं उनके बराबर का जो है आप ऑफिसर लेकर आओ। मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि देयर कैन बी नो रिप्लेसमेंट फॉर सजीव सर। Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, I will be naive and expressing my stupidity to introduce my next speaker. But I have been assigned to do this task. Otherwise, I will not get paid for the job. To be an ambassador in Saudi Arabia is a challenging task for various reasons. One has to be more than extraordinary to take this assignment. Medical doctor by profession and a career diplomat with 25 long years of service. This is his third assignment in the kingdom, which shows how much he is attached to the kingdom and how much the government of India wants him to be in the kingdom. Prior to this, he has held positions in Damascus, Islamabad, Cairo, and very recently Lebanon, from where we sent him from here. But his most important assignment, I think, was being director in the Minister of External Affairs when Mr. E. Ahmad was minister, where we had the opportunity to interact in many countries and very important, attend the UN Security Council meeting. This is also followed by his assignment at the Vienna mission and was part of many international organizations like International Atomic Energy Commission, UNIDO, UNICOPUS. He has also led a delegation to Vienna for the humanitarian impact of nuclear weapons, which I think still we are reeling on this subject. We very much remember his guidance and his participation during the Janadriya festival. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome our ambassador, His Excellency, to address this gathering with this couplet. कोई तो बात है कि तारीख हम पर नाज करती है, कोई तो बात है कि तारीख हम पर नाज करती है कि हम तारीख लिखते हैं, कहानी हम लिखते नहीं. Please welcome Dr. Ajaz Suhel Khan to address this gathering.
Dear members of the organizing committee for today's event, dear colleagues and friends, Namaskar, Assalamu Alaikum, good evening. I'm really delighted to be having my first major engagement with the vibrant Indian community of Saudi Arabia today. The diversity of our beautiful country can be gauged well from the audience today, which represent the entire spectrum of the country. I am very thankful and overwhelmed by this warm reception from the beloved Indian community. Friends, as you are aware, I recently arrived in Riyadh in middle of January. Or rather, I say I re-arrived here after a gap of 3 years. Maybe while living from here in 2019, I didn't check my papers clearly. What I thought is the final exit turned out to be exit re-exit. Anyway, I am very happy to be here amongst friends and among such a vibrant Indian community. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is a very important partner for India. It is our strategic partner and we are constantly exploring all avenues for expanding, diversifying and strengthening our relations across the entire spectrum of the bilateral engagement. It is a matter of great personal and professional honor for me to be appointed as ambassador here, particularly during these exciting times in our relationship. I wish to profusely thank our leadership for giving me this opportunity. Friends, ever since I came, in a short period of few weeks, I have already had a number of senior official engagements. I am touched by the warmth and friendliness of all our Saudi interlocutors. This warmth is the reflection of their strong desire to work closely with the embassy in taking our bilateral relations to the newer heights. India and Saudi Arabia have always enjoyed cordial and friendly relations, reflecting our economic and socio-cultural ties, extensive people-to-people contacts, and robust trade that can be traced back to several centuries. As India celebrates 75 years of its independence under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, both our countries also celebrate 75 years of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. In recent years, we are witnessing deepening of our bilateral relations in all fields. I am sure many of you who have been in the kingdom for decades would have noticed how the relationship has progressed strongly in recent years. After the visits of Honorable Prime Minister to Riyadh in 2016 and again in 2019, and the visit of His Royal Highness Crown Prince to India in February 2019. Even though engagements remained somewhat limited during the pandemic in last 1 year, again there have been many high-level exchanges between the two sides, including visits of Shri Mansukh Mandaviya, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers in August 2022, of Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister for External Affairs, and Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry in September 2022, and the visit of His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, the Saudi Energy Minister, to India in October last year. With India holding the G20 presidency, in months to come, there will be even more intense engagements between both the sides. I am also glad that the bilateral relationship is comprehensive and well-rounded. In the field of trade, India and Saudi Arabia are important partners, as bilateral trade was worth more than $42 billion in 2021 and 22. In 2021-22, for the Kingdom, India was the second largest trading partner, and for India, the Kingdom was the fourth largest trading partner. Saudi Arabia has been traditionally our strongest partner in the energy sector. Our exports to the Kingdom are also increasing constantly and are expected to increase by 25% in 1 year between 2021-22 to 2022-23. Defense relations have also witnessed growth as the first bilateral naval exercises took place in August 2021. Further, I am particularly delighted to see cultural ties improving with regular visits by Indian film personalities to Saudi Arabia, including Salman Khan for Riyadh season in 2021, and more recently Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan, and many other stars. Under the Vision 2030, the Kingdom is undergoing massive transformation, not only in terms of socio-economic changes, but also massive infrastructure building, opening up of sectors like entertainment, hospitality, high technology, etc. This provides immense opportunities for our businesses to work with Saudi partners. We in the embassy are always supportive of our businesses to explore opportunities here, and will continue to do so. We already have many success Indian business stories to tell, and hopefully by the time I leave, we'll have many more such success stories to celebrate. Similarly, there is growing Saudi investments in India, both directly and also through funds like Vision Fund, of which Saudi Arabia is an important stakeholder. We would like businesses in Saudi Arabia also to take advantage of massive economic opportunities available in India. With these opportunities, there is bound to increase movement of people for tourism and for business. I urge Saudi friends to come and visit India and enjoy the massive cultural and touristic diversity we have to offer. Dear friends, today I would also like to focus particularly on the role of the Indian community in Saudi Arabia. The positive contribution of the Indian community in the development of the Kingdom is well recognized by the Saudi leadership, and I thank them for their continued patronage and support for the Indian community and the opportunity given to them in this shared development process. The 2.5 million strong Indian community in Saudi Arabia is a strong bridge between the two countries and cultures. The Indian community in this country is one of the largest expatriate Indian communities in the world and has played a significant role in our economic, trade, socio-cultural and people-to-people relations. As the Honorable Prime Minister recently said, Indian community members act as Rashtradoot. You are all ambassadors of India. Your conduct, your relationships with your Saudi colleagues, friends and employers will give a message of our culture and our tradition to them. The Government of India is fully committed to the welfare of the Pravasi community and have implemented various programs for their welfare and to increase their connect with India, like the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, the scholarship program for the diaspora children, promotion of cultural ties with diaspora, Pravasi Tirath Darshan, Indian Community Welfare Fund, pre-departure orientation training, Pravasi Bharatiya Bima Yojana, Bharat Ko Janiye, and many more such schemes and programs. The embassy here is fully committed to serve the Indian community. Please remember, our offices are always open for the Indian community. Every day is an open house. Anyone can come to the embassy and meet our staff and officers and discuss their issues. We try our utmost to solve and address all the problems faced by the Indian community. I also want to commend the roles of numerous community volunteers and community organizations who always come forward to help their co-citizens and also work closely with the embassy in helping other Indians. Dear friends, as we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, it is time to look back and to see how much we as a nation have progressed. With our population estimated to touch 1.4 billion this year, being the 5th largest economy in the world in nominal terms and 3rd largest in the PPP terms, a net security provider and the first responder in the Indian Ocean region and an active player at the UN, G20, IOR and many other multilateral fora, India now plays an increasingly central role in Asia and the world. You may recall that on the occasion of our 76th Independence Day, Honorable Prime Minister has stated that India will aim to become a developed country in the next 25 years, that is by 2047. And my request to each one of you is to play an active role during this Amrit Kal in achieving that goal for India and for our future generations. I would like to conclude my remarks by mentioning that I look forward to engaging with you all throughout my tenure in Saudi Arabia and working with you to strengthen this important bilateral relationship and also to strive to serve our community here. Thank you. Jai Hind.
May I request you all to give a standing ovation to the ambassador, please. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for your inspiring speech. I can only say for you, उजाला बांटेंगे हम जिस तरफ भी जाएंगे, उजाला बांटेंगे हम जिस तरफ भी जाएंगे, दयाले नूर से निकले हैं ये मंगाते हुए. The most important task for the evening is given to the most senior person of the community. May I now request the senior person, Mr. Abdul Ahad Siddiqui Sahab, to present a vote of thanks on behalf of the community. This will be followed by the national anthem of both Saudi Arabia and India. First, the vote of thanks, please. Okay, sorry, as I told you earlier, there is no end for flowers. I have another gentleman, Mr. Loknath, from Tamil Nadu Community Volunteer, to present a bouquet. The lone warrior, please give him a... Mr. Ahmad Abdul Ahad Siddiqui, please, Ahmad.
युगों युगों से जिन्हें इंतजार है तेरा, वो अपनी आंखें दरीचों में रख के सोते हैं. युगों युगों से जिन्हें इंतजार है तेरा, वो अपनी आंखें दरीचों में रख के सोते हैं. बजाय सीने की आंखों में दिल धड़कता है, बजाय सीने के आंखों में दिल धड़कता है. ये इंतजार के लम्हे बड़े अजीब होते हैं. Your Excellency, Dr. Suhel Ajaz Khan Sahab, Ambassador of India, Madam Salma Khan, Indian embassy officials, dignitaries on the dais, office bearers of different social, cultural and educational organizations of Riyadh, media person, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to present the vote of thanks on the occasion of reception of our beloved ambassador. I, on behalf of Indian community of Riyadh, express my gratitude to our ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Suhel Ajaz, for accepting our invitation and sparing time with the community. Your Excellency, we are extremely thankful to you for your gracious presence and words of wisdom. وہ جس کے لہجے سے جھڑتے ہیں پھول لفظوں کے، سنا ہے شہر میں ایسا بھی جادوگر آیا ہے. خواتین حضرات، کلمہ تشکر، جذبات، احساسات اور دلی کیفیات کے ساتھ یہ میرے لیے انتہائی خوشی اور مسرت کی بات ہے کہ میں آپ تمام کا شکریہ ادا کروں. سب سے پہلے میں عزت مآب ڈاکٹر سہیل اعجاز خان صاحب کو مشکور ہوں جن کے استقبال میں اس شاندار پروگرام کا انعقاد ہوا. آپ انڈین کمیونٹی کے آن بان اور شان ہیں. آپ کے خدمت کا احاطہ میں اس مختصر سے وقت میں ممکن نہیں. آپ کی ابتری شخصیت کا اس بات پر پختہ ایمان ہے کہ جو اعلیٰ ظرف ہوتے ہیں سبھی سے جھک کے ملتے ہیں کہ سراہی سر نگو ہو کے بھرا کرتی ہے پیمانے. His Excellency، اپنی مصروفیات میں سے ہمارے لیے وقت نکال لینے کے لیے ہم آپ کے لیے بہت شکر گزار ہیں. آپ کے لیے میں دعاگو ہوں. خدا نصیب کرے اس قدر شہرت کہ تیرے نام کے آگے کسی کا نام نہ ہو. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank the member of Indian community whose response to our call has been overwhelming and encourage us to organize the reception. They deserve kudos as they came here in such a large number to greet our new ambassador, which made the event a grand success and memorable. Our special thanks میرا ٹائم اب شروع ہوتا ہے. The people who came all the way from the different part of the country to attend the reception. I would like to thank all the steering committee members, especially Mohammad Zaidam Khan, convener steering committee, for their valuable time, untiring efforts and cooperation in organizing this reception. Many thanks to the office bearer of all social, cultural organizations, associations, and individuals who participated in this event. I extend our sincere thanks to all Indian embassy officials who graced this occasion on our invitation. Our special gratitude to DCM, Sajid ji, and many more officers who is here for their kind guidance, coordination, and great help in organizing the several events successfully. I would like to thank the staff of Crowne Plaza for their excellent cooperation, without which it was not possible for organizing this function. Last but not least, once again I thank all of you, the ladies and gentlemen, who made it a point to reach here in such a large number to make this event a real success and memorable. میں شعر سے اپنی بات ختم کرتا ہوں. میں بہت مشہور ہوں میڈم سلما خان کا، جو وہاں اس سردی میں اور اس حالت میں یہاں تشریف لے آئی اور ہم کو عزت بخشی. اور آپ کو مبارکباد دیتا ہوں کہ آپ ایسے ہونہار سپوتر کو جنم دیا جو ملک اور قوم کی خدمت کر رہے ہیں. میں شعر سے اپنی بات ختم کرتا ہوں. ان کا جو کام ہے وہ اہل سیاست جانے، میرا پیغام محبت ہے جہاں تک پہنچے. مینی تھینکس. جے ہند.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up on your places for the national anthem of India and Saudi Arabia. Thank you all. Now please have a taste of our hospitality. On the right side we have a buffet. May I please request everyone that let first the ladies, let them have it from the right side. The left side is open for it. So on the right side of the dais, let the ladies have it first and then which can be followed by the gents. Thank you very much. Good evening. Steering committee members, please come on the stage for a big group photo with His Excellency.
Such a good opportunity. Now the ambassador has arrived and
सर आप ओके